right. Let's look at this evidence. Cremating the dead. They store their bones in an urn for burial. Oh, we don't want to open that.
And so.
Really?
Is that Heismay's dead kid in that urn? Jesus.
That's.
He was a knight.
The truth is.
Titles and honors go to Clemar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow. Their duties are lesser.
Now.
So the shadow does. Discrimination even amongst the knights. Jesus.
Even so.
Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs, all their only focus is skill. Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled.
This is...
What the what?
Thank you for always working so hard.
Oh.
Look.
Indeed.
Hey.
So apparently...
Nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. Nothing to, like, blame him for them either.
But
No.
Let's hold the urn for ransom.
Well then.
wait a second.
Kind of low, don't you think? Come on, man.
In this place. Right.
To dampen the noise.
Aha. Hey.
I see.
Then
Nice. Right then. Let's get this plan underway.
Oh my god.
Heismay, come out! Show yourself!
wow, that's some crazy echo.
We're gonna summon the fucking worm again, man.
Long as...
Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
This game is adorable when it's not pooping me out a butthole.
Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds?
Uh-oh.
Danica, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night. Stroll, you think so smart.
Yeah, Gallica, be nicer to me. No. Hulkenberg!
Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn.
I didn't say anything.
Even finish.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Idiot.
What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
Yeah, but Hulkenberg, you just like other cops.
And why's that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel. If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We have our reasons for not backing down.
Hope you don't think hiding's enough to make us give up and leave.
Here I come.
Let's get him.
I was saving this.
He's not getting away this time.
I'll cut you down.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so, be neither timid
Fight us
nor
now.
arrogant.
We're not out of this yet.
Let's get up to full health.
Twas needed.
Helpful as ever.
I stand ready. Knight! I stand waiting.
How about this?
I hate that.
Stroll, your speed's down.
Give me your aid.
It's up to you now.
You will taste justice.
Kamehameha! Got him.
You think yourself equal to a Yuji's agility?
Come forth, royal soul. Here.
Thank you.
I have my...
Stop.
That's triggered.
Stop it. Nobody likes that. Don't do that.
Stroll, your speed's down.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Really?
Let me help.
I'll run you through.
I see your game.
Hold
That's
yourself
depressing.
together.
I show no mercy.
Nothing.
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than
The
that.
freedom of a wanderer. We can do this.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Could you fucking not, please?
Let us fight. as
We'll team
one.
up.
Pierce through them.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed
Let us
to
clean
their
up this
weakness.
mess.
Could do with this.
How about this?
The tough one's back.
Really wish you hadn't done that.
Captain, they've slowed you down.
Vitus power. I'll cut through.
Is that allies together?
I'm counting on you!
Behold my power!
Please don't miss. Please, God, don't miss. Yeah.
Blunder.
After me!
Let's do this!
This is it!
Big bang attack. Hell yeah. Get shit on.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
That's a lot of experience.
Good. Tis done.
Not bad at all.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have
We're
our
gods,
answers
basically.
first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Jaime really our kidnapper?
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Someone's planting evidence?
Sounds to me like between the guard corps and Jaime, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
One of them did.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
Tell me more. I would like to
You're
know
a
more.
strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
No, you can walk.
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Yeah, well...
Don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, We'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
What about the giant worm?
We'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
Yeah, well, you know. You can't make me talk.
The truth is, we're going after Luis.
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day.
Gone to shite, this has.
Good night.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
If we save this prince's life, you better just like be like, no, you should be king.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
We know, we heard your wings.
I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Nurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the...
Dude, you had one job, man.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Oh,
Now,
That's
what's all the
helpful.
commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
does he drive like this?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Nurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes.
Oh, little booties, no!
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left?
Well, someone left town.
That must mean the culprit is...
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Dude, I knew this guy with his tiny fucking purple eyes was evil.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the Guard Corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
Suavemente. No, I didn't hear anything.
Didn't hear anything.
I don't have gigantic fucking bat ears like some of us, Mr. Echolocation.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the eggs!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command.
Probably.
He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No. I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
New dungeon. Sounds like he's on a wild goose chase. So do we sneak in? Oh, hey, Barden. Hope you didn't hear us plotting to investigate your castle.
Evidently.
Oh.
Huh? Got to say,
What folly. The truth is...
The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child's scream. What? Lady Joanna is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child would get such a heavily guarded castle. Get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper is within the walls. Is it the Lady Joanna? I mean, it seems like it's Morris, right? But it could be the Lady Joanna.
Yeah.
I'm in your debt.
and so. But then...
There's an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards don't know about. Heismay's the man who found it. Plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well.
Is that right then?
Get there from Blind Well Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. Alright. Alright. That's what we're gonna do then.
Isn't that...
What is it?
What now?
Okay. Stroll, you can go back to being a warrior, I think. And we'll have you take Diligent Disciple. No, maybe not. Let's just try Perfect Punch.
Let's go.
However,
Ready?
Let's go.
Into the dungeon we go.
However,
Where's Heisme?
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. That thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
They're feeding this monster children? No! No way, dude.
Please. Help.
the child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
if you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No, further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a million.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. How could they live on the wages of a guardsman forever?
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
I called this dude being evil from day one, so I'm pretty happy about the chance to fucking murder him. Pretty stoked about that, actually.
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now.
You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
Oops, wrong button. Oh, we're getting a flashback.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O Lodestar, who falters in memory.
New party member? Yeah! Yeah! New party member. Let's fucking go, dude.
Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you
Get him,
can do
bat
is
boy.
take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O Lodestar,
Whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Yes, cut your promo, King. Hell yeah.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
That's fucking sick. Holy shit, that's so cool. This is the coolest one so far.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
You won't have to.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
Harold!
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Steals a rare item from one enemy. Yes, yes, that's grand.
Ha! Die!
In the name of justice. Taste steel!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
I will fight with pride. It's okay. We can do this. I'll get some distance. Time for some close combat. I won't hold back! Wind!
I missed. Don't get sloppy.
God damn it.
Oh, power of heroes!
Hulkenberg got them right
You
in their
think
weak
yourself
spot.
equal to a UG such... I'll take this. Teamwork.
So much for that.
I guess I didn't steal anything.
Bloody hell!
God damn it.
Try some of this!
Hit their weak point.
The
Keep it
freedom
up,
of a
Stroll.
wanderer. Scour!
By the sworn oath of knighthood. With blade in hand!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Perhaps this suits me best. I'll use what I must. Nothing personal. Sorry.
Obtain Fire Fang.
I can't afford to hold back. What?
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
Let's work together.
Coordination is key!
Horse-drawn carnage.
Back!
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for!
Hulkenberg got them right
Be
in their weak
neither
spot.
timid nor... Face me! Some darker arts. Formidable indeed.
I shall
Nice.
fight. Taste steel!
Satisfactory.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Stop!
Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Haisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
It's Joanna, dude. We're not gonna get any money from this because it's Joanna.
From the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Our popularity's going up.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
Dude, if she's on the fucking church, then she's gotta go.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay up late. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Doubtful. Press X to doubt.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
New ally, Haisme, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your ally. Shake my fucking hand, you goddamn idiot.
Little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
on to shite this
All right, we're gonna rest up real fast.
Good night.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
Heismay, come here and read my
Got a
book and
novel,
become my
right?
best friend, so I can
Don't see
use
many
you.
carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
To tell you the truth, we're a secret organization.
Well, you're not very organized for an organization. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you, chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief.
The thief?
Serve
All right.
bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
There we go. We got us the thief.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Sure. You gonna put me to sleep by reading it? Yes, you are. You're doing it.
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Good dude.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Why did it look like the calendar ends on the 6th?
So,
Today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
In your hands.
What's our deadline?
Let's focus.
16th. So we have 12 days to get this done. Mission with the deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies, the Blindwell Alley, to delve into Kriganti Castle. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking your own requests in town, improving your bonds with your followers. You know all that. From the castle, apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings, or the deadline
The
passes.
search begins.
Really?
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to this guy because we have the stats now.
No. Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring?
Yes.
Rumors
I
say
mean,
it's a
no.
cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it.
Really?
I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Oh, like the dude stole the dagger from us on his instructions?
Good one.
Motherfucker.
We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then.
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now.
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call
Sick.
me Cuculus.
Cuculus?
The ring
Excuse
should
me?
be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
Can you show me where it is? This is just as hard as the quest we're already on. That's wild.
I implore you.
We'll face danger here.
And we'll have to fucking fight an asshole on the way there. Oh, Jesus.
I'll be waiting.
So, hey.
All right, let's see if there's anything we can buy.
Real cheap today.
Oh, sold out. Let's I want to hop over to the capital.
Let's go.
Whee!
Come to think of it.
I love it.
Hi, do you have more MP items so I can buy them from you?
Special running. I see.
Nope. Alright, well that's all we came here for, so we'll just go right back.
Where to?
Let's go.
I'm tempted to just try and get this out of the way immediately, but I have no idea if it's going to be easy or hard or what. What I do know is that I don't have the time for it tonight, so I'm going to call it there. I got it all saved up. We got a new party member. We got a new dungeon to fight, so that's going to be it for me tonight. Hopefully next time I stream, I won't have as many technical issues. Probably looking at Friday or Saturday for the next Metaphor stream. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Later.